Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope you all are doing well. Today I am participating in the first Make It week for the hashtag mobilecrafts open collaboration sponsored by Susan from Hiles Art and Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. And it says this month it's all about crafts you can do while watching TV, on vacation, or away from your crafty space or craft room, which is perfect for me because if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that I go to the cabin a lot. And so I have to take some stuff with me. And I do watch a lot of YouTube videos in the evening, and so this is also while watching TV. And there are certain things in here that will hit what I also do when I'm watching TV. But this week's prompt is for October 14th, make a masterboard, cut up a masterboard, make tags, journal cards, shapes for cut up masterboard, decorate tags, journal cards. And all the information, if you would like to participate in this, I will put Susan and Sheree's channel in the link below. You can watch their videos, and in each of their description box will be all of this information as well as what you need to do if you'd like to participate, because it's an open collaboration, so I hope you play along. So I have some masterboards that have already been made. These are collage type masterboards that I just had laying around. This one is actually done on some like tissue paper or deli paper, and then the paper's put on top, so on and so forth. This is not a masterboard per se. It is just a piece of colored watercolor paper that I used watercolor crayons on and tried to get it to smudge, and I didn't like it. But I think I might use that too. So what I have, I want to make some embellishments from these things. So I have laid around me here, you can't see them because they're very large and I moved them out of the way. I've got a variety of punches, different kind of punches here. And I'm going to give it a try to see if I can't punch out some shapes from some of these to use in some of the journals that I have coming, you know, these new journals that I've been making. And I'm just going to give it a try and see what will happen. And I will go a little bit further. I'm not just going to punch out shapes, but I have an idea what else I would like to do with these. But I'm just going to go ahead right now. Oh, this punches well. Okay. And punch out a couple of these in different shapes and from the different papers. I'm making these little scallop ones right now. And it's fun because, you know, anytime you use a masterboard, and this doesn't, you know, anytime you use a masterboard, when you start cutting it up into smaller pieces, of course it looks completely different because that one didn't quite tear through. Let me see if I can't just tear that one off. It's because it's just the little piece where the deli paper or whatever at the bottom was. Okay, so I made a little pile of those little scallops, so let's move that one to the side. I think this scallop here is a little bit larger, but let's use a different paper for it then and see. I'm not sure if it's a little larger. I think it is, or is it the same size? Let's see here. No, it is a tiny little bit larger. It is a tiny little bit larger. And this one, I think, yeah, this one I did the same way, but I covered it more than this one. See, this one here, there are places where it's just the tissue or the deli paper underneath, and I stamped on it and painted on it, but there's no paper glued to it. This one is also made on the deli paper, but I completely covered the deli paper with scraps of paper before I started inking and stamping and painting on it. So I'm just going to take a couple of these and just like this, okay? And then, let's see here, I've got this one. This is like a big oval scallop. Now this one, I'm going to need some real muscle power to do this because this is a big honkin' stamp here. If I could do this one right here. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. Now, if you go really thick, you might jam up some of your, see, this is really cool. I was able to get around that butterfly. That one's a cool one. If you do thick painty paper and stuff in your punches, you might inadvertently jam up your punch, and it's really hard to get them freed once you've started that. I have actually, you know, given some up because I got them so jammed up I could not. Sorry, I'm sorry that is so loud. Okay, and so let me cut maybe some out of this one. See, this one here, I even just put some Tim Holtz stickers, a stamp, a price tag on, and everything. This is super heavy. See, this is on actual cardstock. I'm not sure if I'm going to get across or get this one through, but we'll see. See, that's really fighting me there. Let me try maybe not such a big one. Let me try one of my smaller stamps and see if I can't get through. Or punches, not stamps, punches. No. Okay, this one is just too thick. See this? I don't want to really squeeze it because that's when you can jam up your punches. So, unfortunately, this one I can't run through a punch. However, that is not going to deter me because I have some fun shears right here. So, why don't I just freely make a shape or cut out some squares or something? I could do that. And that's square-ish. I don't like that bottom though, so I'm going to cut that off. It's just too plain, so that's why I'm cutting it off. I can keep it for something else, but not like for a little embellishment or something. I'll put that in my little box on my table here. And, or, you know what else I could do? Let's see here. Get my pencil. I can find an area I like this. Let me get something a little bit bigger. Let me get this here. And just draw around this. You don't need punches. You never need punches for to cut shapes. You can just sketch them on and then cut them out. I'm not going to use the fancy scissors on this one. I'm going to just use my regular scissors. And all this stuff I'm cutting off around, I'm not throwing like this away. This will all be used. I just want to just show you making some embellishments out of the Masterboard. And see, this is easily something I could do while watching YouTube videos. Now, if I watch TV, we don't have TV. We have streaming. We have Netflix. And really, the only time I watch Netflix is up at the cabin. My husband and I, oh my gosh, we've got this sofa that has two parts that recline like all the way back. It's lovely. And we'll watch the Great British Baking Show, which is one of our favorites. And I really like to watch that because I don't want to ever miss any of that. Okay, so let me go ahead and maybe try the watercolor paper with this big punch here. Yeah, this is fine. This is not a problem for this at all. Well, okay. Get that out. All right. And these papers, my goodness, these have been sitting. Again, sorry that this is a loud punch. These papers have been sitting in a box forever waiting for me to do something with it. And when I saw Susan's video about using a Masterboard, I'm like, oh yay, I get to use up some of this stuff. Okay, so I've got already a nice little array of embellishments, and they're great the way they are. But what I thought was, let me do these big ones here first. Hang on just one second because I'm not prepared as I should be, which is, you know, normal for me. But this little container here, I'll put it under the camera. Hold on a second. Ugh, I'm back. Okay, this little container here, this is easy to travel with. I'm not sure where I got this little container, but I have all kinds of little bits and bobs that I use kind of to make clusters and stuff. Now this is, okay, let's rephrase that. This is one of the boxes I have with stuff that I use to make clusters. Let me move all these big punches out of the way. I'm not going to use them anymore right now, so move those. So these guys are kind of plain. Like I said, they're just kind of watercolor crayons that were drawn on and then watered over. So what I can do is maybe just kind of make a little cluster. And like I said, you know, when watching TV or YouTube videos or whatever, this kind of stuff is super easy because you don't have to give it a whole lot of brain power, right? Here's a kind of pretty blue flower, but he's a little bit too big. We're not going to use him. Here's a little stamp thing. That might be pretty on that one. I've got teeny tiny little things, such teeny tiny little things to go on these, but they're fun. Okay, so let me just look what else I've got here. Just looking. I don't want to spend too much time. I've got this cute little bird here. He's cute. Look at him. And he fits really nice on there. Maybe we'll put him on there. But maybe we could put something like a little bit of music. Or we've got these numbers. I think that the other side is maybe the table of contents for the music. How can we do this so that we can see some of these numbers here? And the bird. We just need to tear it here. Like that. Maybe just something like that. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm liking that. Okay, we'll put that aside. We'll figure out something for him. Let's see here. Ticket, no. Can you even see? You can't even see this through here. I keep moving things out of the way. I'm sorry about that. Let's see here. Oh, here's some other little pieces of watercolor paper that I have in here. But I don't want to make the embellishments too thick either, you know. Oh, here's a birdhouse. I mean, no, because he's in a birdhouse, Helen. Okay, this is just a piece of stamped paper. What if we put him that under there? That might work. Okay, let me just move this real quick. All right, this one right here, I need to trim the edges a little bit. It's not going to look perfect like a stamp because this is my deckled edge. This isn't the one that I used to make little the faux stamps, but close enough. You don't need to wait another 15 minutes while I go digging for that one, that set of scissors. That kind of blends in there. Well, wait a minute. See, I've got it like this, but this guy really blends into there too much. I need something behind it. Something behind it. Here's a very colorful piece of paper. What if we put that behind it? Now that might work, okay, because, yeah, that might work right there. And I'm going to do it up and down that way. And I think this one I'm going to do up and down this way. And there's a reason for it, which I'm not going to reveal yet. What I intend to use these for. But if you watch my channel, you will see. So I've got that one and then that one. And then I've got this little guy here. Like, he's like this one. Although, if I used some of this paper, but he's not pink is the problem. Oh, I'm overthinking. I need to stop that. What are you going to do, Helen? Okay, we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to glue these down. So let me go ahead and glue these guys down. Now, since the base pieces are watercolor, I am going to use a little bit better glue because it's very hard to stick paper to watercolor paper because it's not smooth. You know, it's so, get that out of the way. Remove that for right now. It's kind of bumpy, you know. So, yeah. So this is just, this. I don't know what this pink paper, I guess it's just maybe some scrapbook paper, this pinky orange paper, because it's nothing I made. It looks like it's printed on there. And then we've got this stamp here. Okay. And put that one on here. Okay. And then on this one we've got some book page. But I'm going to use this heavy glue again because it's going directly onto the watercolor paper. And put that one on there. And then some more of this pink paper. Move that over to the side like that. And then this little tag. This little tag is a cut apart off of a paper, some kind of paper pad. Okay, like that. Okay, so I've got those two right there. I'll show you up close. That one. And then this one. Okay, so I have a purpose for those. Now, this little guy here, I'm still not real happy with this. You know, I'm going to put him to the side. I'm going to have to rethink him. I don't want to waste him. But I want to show you what else you can do. So, you know, you can make your, you know, punch out your Masterboards and make the little embellishments and whatever. And like I said, this is super easy while you're watching TV. Or, you know, just bring a couple sheets of Masterboard and your box. And then, you know, when you're wherever you are, you know, you can either bring some punches with you, or if you don't want to, because these are super heavy, you know, just look around and get a glass and make some circle, you know, cut out some circle ones, trace around the circles like I did for this one, and make some embellishments. Yeah, so that's super easy. And I'm just going through my little thing here. Okay, stop, Helen, just stop. Put those aside for now. I don't want this video to be super long. But what else I was thinking was right here, hooked to the Raskog cart I have on my right side, is some magic markers, some pens. And these I think are all Sharpies. So I thought maybe some of these, the more colorful Masterboards, the ones that I cut from the, that I did on the deli paper, I think maybe I could just use some markers on there and just even make some simple decorations. And on this guy, this is one of the big scallops, the oval scallop one. I'm just putting some dots in the little scallop area to start with. Just like that. I mean, because it's already kind of decorated, you know, just putting the dots around the scallop is good. I like that. I might, okay, but if I'm going to do, I might do something with those little red circles, but then I'm going to use a finer tip pen and maybe just go around the circles a little bit. This is kind of hard to draw on because it does have, matte medium on top. So let me see. Excuse me. Let me see if I have another pen. If that might work better. I'm not sure. Nope. No. Okay. This has got too much medium on top of it. But I did kind of scribble around those little red things. But you know what I could do is I could, how do I want to do this? I could just put some little black dots around there and around in where the scribble is. That's kind of cute. See, and this is just play, you know, when you've got a video on, this is just easy play. There, I just kind of fancied those up. But, you know, to use these the way I want to use these, I think, I don't want them too highly decorated. But, yeah, so you can, let's see here. There's this guy here. I wonder if I could just kind of scribble around the outside here a little bit, just to get the ovalish shape. And I always, when I'm watching YouTube videos at night, unless it gets really late, like it's like 10, usually like after 10, I won't do anything. I'll just watch YouTube videos till I literally fall asleep or get my hiney up and go to bed. But usually when I'm watching YouTube videos, whether I'm doing something artistic or something that I need to do, like making ephemera packs that I sell in my store or stuff like that, I am doing something with my hands. So if I'm watching your channel, my hands are usually super busy. I rarely do I just sit and watch a video, you know, without doing something. So that one I kind of just went around and then put some little dots on it. And you'll see, like I said, you'll see when I work on some of my new journals, how I'm going to use these kind of things. So let me think. One more. What else can I do with this one here? Well, I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to do. You get the idea, right? So I like to use punches on my masterboard and cut them out. But again, like I said, if you don't have punches, you can use fancy edge shears or just regular shears, make some shapes or trace around something and cut it out. But here's, yeah, so here's just a few little super simple masterboard embellishments that I made, and I hope that inspires you to get some, either make a masterboard or to get out some that you have that, like mine, have been just languishing forever, and actually use them. So don't forget to check out Susan and Sheree's channel. Please give me a thumbs up on this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and until the next video, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.